Hello, my snarky sweethearts. We're checking in on r/malicious compliance, where yes, sir means watch this. Buckle up, snarks. It's spicy. I am 15 years old and work as a soccer referee. I will normally arrive 10 to 15 minutes early to a game, which is plenty of time to check in players from both teams and make sure the field is in proper playing condition. One game, I showed up as an assistant referee. My center ref, 18 years old, let's call him Dave, told me that all refs have to arrive 30 minutes early to every game. I know this is not true, and stayed silent. We refed the game as usual and returned to where we put our stuff at the end of the game. Dave told me that because I didn't arrive 30 minutes early, he would mark that I didn't show up, basically telling me that I wouldn't get paid for the game we just worked. I complained that this was a rule that he made up. He left the game without saying anything else, figuring that would be all. Oh, and if you referee without any assistant referees, you get paid like $5 more. I think this was Dave's plan. When I got home, I made sure to sign up to be center referee at every game where Dave was an assistant referee. Poor Dave showed up to his next game 15 minutes early, which is absolutely unacceptable. I said nothing the whole game, but only marked him absent, which means he wouldn't get paid. This went on for a week and a half until his paycheck came in, and he was about $120 off of what his total should have been. I did make sure every game that Dave was less than 30 minutes early. Dave emails one of the main referees who run everything to see what the problem was. One of the main referees, let's call him John, told Dave that he wasn't there, so he wouldn't get paid. Dave put two and two together and realized what I did. Emails were sent between Dave, John, and I until John had the full story. Dave was fired for making up rules, and I got paid for the first game with Dave. Don't take advantage of young people. Take that, Dave. Oh, Dave. You made up a fake rule, tried to cheat a teenager out of their pay, and it totally backfired. This is textbook malicious compliance, clean, cold, and satisfying. I mean, the kid didn't even have to raise their voice, just marked you absent, exactly like you did to them. And now, you're fired, Dave, all for $5 extra. So, Snark Squad, what's the call here? Petty, perfect, or a red card well-deserved? Let me know in the comments. Hello, everyone. I will try to be concise. For the background here, I work at a company where I handle mid to high-level complaints to managers, public relations, and legal. My daily requirement is 40 cases handled per day. There are some of my team colleagues that struggle with this, but I don't. And I don't feel lazy to stop at 40, so I have handled 50 to 55 basically every day for the past 2 years. There is no bonus or even recognition for this. I just did it because I felt a friendly obligation to the company. Complaints can be a 5-minute resolution or a 2-hour Zoom call with our New York lawyers. It's a gamble, really. Recently, I had a day where I felt a bit sick and at the same time had bad luck of getting only very hard cases that required more time, so I had 39 cases, just one under the requirement. I thought nothing of it, as my weekly average was way off the charts, 50 plus as usual. The very next day, I felt better and went back to my usual high numbers. Come Monday, I had an emergency one-on-one with my manager, where I was informed that I had to attend a 3-day workshop seminar on how to best meet requirements, because I underperformed last week. My jaw dropped, and I asked, don't they count the weekly, monthly, or yearly numbers? I was told, the daily requirement is 40, and this is standard practice. Nothing we can do. Basically, it was a workshop for underperformers who had 20 to 30 out of 40 cases daily. It wasn't anything difficult, but I had to drive there after work for 3 days, listen to HR guys giving bad advice as they never actually handled the cases in real life, and explain I had to talk about what will I do to improve my numbers and reach the 40, as they nonsense HR talk calls it. This made me lose hours and hours of my free time, and I was livid. After it was over, I had a long think, and I decided I'd do exactly that, reach the 40. And that's it. For the past few months, I go into work, handle 40 cases, my daily requirement, and then I do nothing for the rest of my shift. I've had multiple one-on-ones with my manager during this time, and they keep asking, Is something wrong? To which I naively reply, no. Am I in trouble? Am I underperforming? And then, of course, they say that I am 100% within daily requirements, and that way I shut the conversation down. This is real life, so I can't really say a clever comeback or something like that, but I do keep playing the fool that has no idea what is wrong now. But I find satisfaction in knowing that they got used to my overachieving and are now suffering for the lack of it. Right before Easter, they posted an internal ad to promote another 2 managers, so my guess is how that is the number of people they will now need to pay extra just because they lost me as an overachiever, and they lost me for no reason other than their own stupidity. Ugh, corporate logic at its finest. You go above and beyond for 2 years straight, and the one day you fall short by one single case, they toss you into a remedial workshop with people who barely show up. So what did you do? You gave them exactly what they asked for, 40 and done. No more, no less. This is classic malicious compliance, and honestly, I love the slow burn. Now they need 2 extra managers just to match what you used to do for free? Beautiful. So, Snark Squad, was this cold and calculated or totally deserved? Sound off in the comments. Nothing super special, but gave me a laugh today. My son's school, for the 100th day of school, asked for the kids to bring in 100 of the same coin. They are going to be donating the money to the local food pantry. So it is for a good cause, and we are doing pretty good this month. So I decided to give him 100 quarters, $25, to donate. So on lunch, I head to my bank and go in. I'm directed to one of the windows and tell the nice lady I need to withdraw $25 in quarters. She says okay and goes to get my quarters. She comes back with 3 rolls of quarters. I can only do $20 or $30. They only come in rolls of 10. I point out that she has a tray of change and ask, can you take $5 from the loose change? No, they only come in rolls of $10. Do you want 20 or 30? Okay, I really need the 25, so I ask for the 30. She goes to process my request in the computer at another window and comes back with the 3 rolls of quarters. I then tell her, can I go ahead and make a deposit? Of course, how much were you wanting to deposit? $5 in quarters. The range of emotions that crossed her face as I broke open one of the rolls and began to count out my $5 in quarters was priceless. She then takes it and tells the guy at the other computer that we needed to deposit $5 in quarters back into the account. He asked her what happened, and she told him I asked for $25, but rolls only came in 10. He then asked her why she didn't just count out $5 in quarters from the loose change that is on each desk. I just smiled as I waited for my deposit receipt. Okay, wait, this is hilarious. You ask for $25 in quarters, and she says you can only have $20 or $30? Like, ma'am, this isn't a vending machine. There's a whole tray of loose change right in front of you. And instead of grabbing $5 from it, she gives you extra. So you can just turn around and deposit it back in. I cannot. The way you cracked open that roll, like, fine, I'll do it myself. Chef's kiss. And then the other guy is like, wait, why didn't you just give him $5 from the tray? Exactly. It's so simple, so unnecessary, so perfect. Snark Squad, tell me, was this polite chaos or just top-tier trolling? Because I am still laughing. And that wraps up today's perfectly legal chaos on r/MaliciousCompliance. If those cold, calculated comebacks hit the spot, give that thumbs up button a lil love. Got opinions? I know you do. Drop them in the comments. I read everything, even the spicy ones. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another snarky saga. I'll see you in the next one. It's gonna be wild. Bye!